So I showed you guys how to make this earth painting with spray paint and stuff from around the house. Here's how to make it even better. First, we're going to take this highlight and give it some sparkle. Grab a straight edge like a spare piece of card, or I'm using this decorator's tool, and we're going to hover that over where we want our twinkle. Take some white and shoot it this way and horizontally this way. Now grab a spare piece of card and tear it up until you have this sort of shape, but you want one straight edge remaining. I think I'll have mine just a little shorter. Fold it in half so the two ends meet. Then you want to pinch it around the middle just here. This is the shape you want it to create on the inside. Now hover that over the sky somewhere, don't touch the page, and just a little burst of white on the inside, you got a shooting star. You can add as many shooting stars as you like. Now grab another piece of card and punch a hole through the middle of it. I'm using a paintbrush, but you can use anything that will give you a little hole like this. Hovering that over the page and shooting through it will give you some super bright stars. Think I have another one here and one down here. Then using a straight edge again, you can give those a little twinkle too. And you can even go diagonally if you want to be a real badass. I've got a whole community of people learning these techniques every single day and making the most of spray paint art. It's free to join, and if you want to start learning to paint like a pro today, you can go to the link in my bio to join the Canvas Vandals. This next part is one of my favorite things to do with most paintings, as it just really brings some realism to it. Tear up another piece of card like this, so you've got some kind of curvy, random shapes at the bottom. You can keep going with smaller and larger shapes until you're happy with how it looks. Something like this will do just fine. You really can't go far wrong. Fold the top like this to create a guard. This will stop the paint from hitting the page where you don't want it to go. Again, with the white, hold it over the page, spray through, and before you know it, you're adding clouds to your scene. And the great thing about clouds is you can tint them. So I'm going to take this flame blue here, and I'm just going to add a little blue to them. Then you can always come back in and add a few little highlights just to accentuate those clouds. Final but easiest one, you're going to love this. Take some white, flip it over. Remember, whichever way this nozzle faces is the way it's going to fire. All you've got to do is line it up on your page, and boom. There's a comet headed for Earth. Run for your life. And boom. You know what? You'd think that was a different painting. If you want more tutorials like this, just drop me a follow and put in the comments what we're painting next.